Trying to make my own tempeh quesadilla instead of going to a restaurant. I cut up some tempeh and I put, I think it's called Adobo sauce. Let me see. Yeah, Adobo sauce. I sprinkled a little bit of this Carne asada seasoning. I put some, I think I put some chopped onion, some cumin. I put some low sodium soy sauce. Wait, where is it? Yeah, there it is. And I put some olive oil. Oh, and this like hot sauce from a restaurant. Oh, it's from La Pasadita, the red sauce. It has a slight smoky flavor, which I'm not typically all that into, but I just started cooking this on the stove, poured all that stuff on top, and now I just flipped it over. So let's see how this goes. And I just decided that I didn't want to keep it like strips, because I'm thinking about how it is at El Indio, and it's usually a little homogeneous with the other ingredients. I mean, at least that's how I find it liking it. Like, if it's pretty chunky, I find myself breaking it up some. So that's actually what I'm going to do. So here we go. Let's see how this is. Doing some of this, breaking it up with my fork. But I certainly don't want it to be overcooked. I mean, I guess it's a plant protein, right? So meat-like is a good thing. I don't know, the texture. Alright. So, I think I'm going to compose the quesadilla now. Let's see how that happens. Okay, now I am composing the quesadilla. I'm not sure if I can do this with one hand, so my plan is I'm gonna put the tempeh, or you know what, actually, I'm gonna put some Mexican cheese on one half, some tempeh on top, and if I'm doing this El Indio style, I might go ahead and, I don't know, I'll decide if I'm gonna do it just like that, or I'm gonna put some beans there too, and they go ahead and throw the avocado in the mix. And I often will ask for it without the cream or sour cream, but I might go ahead and I might put sour cream. Let's see. But you know what? Before I do that, I think it still has a little heat. I think I'm gonna cook it a little on both sides. Let's see. We had made quesadillas a moment ago with leftover chili. So yeah. So here we go. A little bit of cheese. Just a little bit so it'll melt, and like my idea is hopefully it'll hold in the tempeh. Sorry about the noise. My children are watching. Okay, so I put the tempeh. I actually went ahead and put some avocado on top. The restaurant I like usually puts just a little bit of guac on one side, kind of like a dollop of guac. So let's see. So I'm kind of putting a little more cheese. I did not end up busting into the can of refried beans. Okay, now I'm going to fold over the other side. Okay, and as usual, I think like I tend to do, I've overfilled it. So I'm like holding the spatula there to try to get it to make the seal, the cheese seal. Let's see how this goes. And I'm kind of pushing with the spatula. And not to be confused, this is one tortilla, not two. I know often quesadillas are like, you know, one big tortilla, stuff, and then another tortilla. I debated doing it that way, but didn't for two reasons. One, the restaurant that has this dish that I'm kind of trying to dupe does it like one tortilla folded over like I'm doing now, and we only had one left. So there we are. Yeah, so I'm gonna flip this over in a moment and then try it out, see if it does any justice to what I'm trying to emulate. Okay, I flipped it over. It's looking really delicious. I'm gonna eat bread. I like it when it's got that golden hue to it. Ooh, and the cheese got nice and cooked. Yummy. I think this will be my kind of quesadilla, but you know, I'll find out. Here it is on a plate. I'm gonna put salsa on top and eat it and let you know how many stars, 5 being best. And this is my opinion. I'm gonna say the one, well, I mean, I've only had one tempeh quesadilla ever. And honestly, it's usually, I've had ones from them that are from one of my favorite restaurants in Gainesville that are a 5. And sometimes like they're just kind of throw ingredients on without making it each bite homogeneous. And I prefer, I don't expect every bite to be the same, but you know, I shouldn't have tempeh and only a quarter of a tempeh quesadilla. You know what I mean? Like I like a little bit of, I like it all around. So I'm gonna add my favorite salsa, Mateos, and try it out. Okay, I tried it and it's pretty good. I definitely taste the smokiness of the red sauce from La Pasadita. It's I wouldn't call it prominent, but definitely noticeable. I think cooking it on the stove like this really blended the tempeh and the cheese and the guac all together. It worked really well. I might save all this in a container and try it again tomorrow. Well, I'll have to stop at the store, I guess, but I might do that and, make another one. Maybe I'll use beans this time. All right, and that's it. So, how many stars? I am gonna give this 5. Should I give it 5? I'm gonna say. I don't know. I guess I missed the beans a little bit, so I'm gonna say 4.5 stars. But I'm very tempted to give myself 5 stars. So that's it, my tempeh quesadilla. Oh, and here's the container of that red smoky sauce. It's got some kick to it. And that's it. That's my tempeh quesadilla.